Hey, what's up, North47 here, and welcome back to the garage for some more Car Mechanic Simulator on PS4. In the previous video, we just did a couple of minor jobs, but today we're going to be taking on a big one. We're going to be working on this FMW Panther, otherwise known in real life as a BMW M3. And it's got quite a bit for it. As you can see in the description here, blokes brought it in. Yo dude, I need to get rid of my car and I need you to make it pretty. You know, people like shiny things, so make it shine. It's almost brand new, so there's not much to do. You can do it. Now 349,000 miles on the clock says otherwise to it being brand new, but not much to do. I beg to differ. Now, I did do, if I remember correctly, I have had the car sitting here in the garage for the last couple of days while playing. Just working away on other cars. I definitely thought I want to do a video on this one. Hopefully it doesn't go on too long, but I'm sure the time down the bottom of the video will tell you exactly how long it's going for. But if I remember correctly, I did the OBD. Pretty sure I already did the OBD and the compression to try and figure out as much as possible, but you can already see, okay, hold on, I mustn't have done it, or did I? Let's have a quick look, see if anything's changed. No, just the stuff that we already had there. You know, it's still same parts, not discovered. Oh well, no, actually the ignition coils now should be showing up there, but for some reason they're not. But we'll go ahead and just really quickly do the compression test as well. Okay, so that's that done. Let's see if it is showing anything else up. No, it's not. No, so I did do them before recording. I will apologise also, just in case the game audio and my commentary is a little bit off and I'm being overpowered here and there. I'm gonna have to fiddle around with the audio levels here and there, just to get those balanced out right. So I'll be reviewing this video to see how that looks, but I think obviously we can see a lot of stuff with the exhaust and such as well, but we're definitely, by the looks of things, going to need to pull that engine out. So as you can see up the top right, I am level 20 now. Previous video I believe I was level 12, so I have unlocked a fair few bits. So in order to get that engine out, we are going to need to lift her up. We'll get the engine crane over, and we want to go to lift A and up again. Just take a couple of parts off. Just take away that transmission. Now, have I got my list empty? I have, because that is one thing that I do like to do, is I do like to make a list as I'm going along. That way I hopefully won't forget anything. But let's see. Right, we're going to need to take off drive shaft. And I must not forget to drain the oil as well. So drive shaft is actually probably going to have to be replaced as well. Did that get added on? No, it didn't. Okay. How is the starter? Right, well, I'm going to add the starter onto the list right away because that is wrecked. 8%. Let's take the gearbox off for now. Hopefully. Not too much happening transmission wise. Bit hit and miss. Can I inspect these? I think I can, yeah. Let's have a look. 43, 43, and flywheel 43. So has that added them on? No, it hasn't. Okay. We'll leave them be for now. I need to take off these front exhaust pipes, which they look not too bad. I'll leave them be. If they get added, we shall add them in later on. I've also, since the last video, disabled the automatic zoom in for when I... Oh, no, put it back up. I'm forgetting to drain the oil. I have disabled the automatic zoom for when I lock onto a part. So hopefully that won't cause too many issues. Look at that, perfectly good oil. Just hopefully we don't have to go too far into the guts of the engine, but the good thing is that once I pull the engine out and bring it over there, it should identify the majority of the problems. Now hopefully I have everything uninstalled that needs to be uninstalled. Nope, so we need to take off the manifold. Can I do that from here? That did say manifold, didn't it? I thought I should be okay with just taking off the front exhaust. But I guess that will take off the manifolds. Okay, let's try that again and maybe read it properly. No, so oh, crankshaft pulley. Okay, so pretty much got to disassemble half the engine before being able to take it out. So crankshaft pulley should be down here somewhere. It's gonna be a little bit hard to see. Where are you? It's gonna be in here. There we are. So, a bit confused as to why I need to take off the crankshaft pulley. That idler roller, let me just add that onto the list. Because that is, and I didn't add it. And now I'm pressing on wrong bits, that's the one problem. There we go, now she's on the list. Okay, serpentine belt. I'm going to assume that needs to be replaced as well. 43, might not be too bad. So what else do we need to get? What's highlighting down there? The other serpentine belt. I'll just take that out of the way for now. Where is that one there? Belt tensioner. That should now allow me to take off the serpentine belt. There we go. And now the crankshaft pulley. Perfect. So we can get that off, out of the way. Now, hopefully nothing else needs to come out. And I now know what I'm doing wrong. I have been going to install. So there you go. First mistake. I could have had the engine out ages ago. Let's put it on there. So we'll just forget that that happened. Now, the only thing that I don't like is that you do have to come back over to the car. Has that identified? Wow, that's still quite a bit. Which is obviously going to be exhaust and all the other parts. Transmission, suspension, the whole lot. So we'll have to have a little look at that. I think we might actually do that now. You can straight away see that rim is destroyed. Oh, excuse me. I want to apologise. Just before recording I was having something to eat and it is repeating on me. So, right, let's get this wheel off. I'll tell you what, I'm going to disassemble everything that looks to be in need of repair or just swapped out for brand new parts, and then I'll make up a list and I'll cut the video and get all those parts and then be right back to install them. I think it'll be a little bit easier. I don't know. That knuckle cover doesn't look too bad. Come on, track on. There we are. Don't think I need to take it out, but I'm gonna take. Actually, can I inspect that? 43%, so it might be okay. It's in the orange, but we'll leave it be for now. Around there it doesn't look too bad. I can see obviously the radiator is wrecked. ABS module and ABS pump, well, module maybe, pump doesn't look too bad. One thing that I will need to check as well is obviously all the rubber bushings. I have a nasty habit of forgetting about rubber bushings. So straight away, obviously exhaust. middle mufflers, they're all going to need to come out. See what the catalytic converters are like, 11%. 17, so they definitely need to be replaced. So a lot of work on the exhaust. Finish off taking off that exhaust, okay. And another thing that I always fail to check is the fuel tank and the fuel pump. Not too bad. Let me just see if they got added to the list. Fuel tank and fuel pump. There's fuel filter. Okay, right, they can go back in. And we'll head over, we'll work on the engine, we'll get all the engine done, and then we'll focus on suspension and stuff, we'll get the engine and everything back in. So let's see, I'm just going to take absolutely everything off. I have a feeling we're going down to the pistons. And one thing that I really need to keep doing as well is tracking onto parts, especially if I am adding them onto the list. Makes it a little bit easier after adding them to quickly get them off. Okay, so I think we just need to, have we got any more rollers? No, that's all them. Okay, so I got the head covers off. And all the ignition coils over this side are destroyed anyway. Although they're saying 43%, they look a little bit more worse for wear than what they are. Again, it doesn't look too bad, but stuff could easily be added onto the list that is not shown. So better to be safe than sorry. Just take that fuel filter off, that definitely needs to be replaced. So we need to get the other head cover off. Actually, we'll check that fuel rail. Fuel rail seems okay. Not too bad, well 43%, but unless they get added on, we should be good. And so that is the head covers off. Just get those fiddly little spark plugs out. While playing off camera as well, it's one thing that I'm getting a slight little bit better at, although it's messing up on me there with this spark plug, is getting onto the little fiddly parts like that. And oh, throttle. Well, the throttle definitely needs to be replaced by the looks of things. But yeah, some of the fiddly little parts can be a bit awkward. Using the sticks obviously would be a lot easier on PC. Need to get that timing cover off. With using the mouse and keyboard, have a lot better precision by doing that. So we're just going to take absolutely everything off, strip it right down. Okay, so we can get this head off, and we should be able to see the pistons, see what sort of condition they're in. And they look in pretty bad condition, so probably going to have to replace a few of them. As I say, we will strip it right back down to the bare block. Okay, and off comes this engine head. So I suppose while we're here, we might as well take off power steering pump as well. See what's added to the list, what's not added, and anything that I have or that we know of, I will replace all those parts. I'll see what I can repair really quickly off camera, just to save yourself the time of having to sit through all that. We'll just rotate this real quick and we'll get that. Now actually give me a look. I was in there, I did need to be in there. The oil filter is definitely going to need to be replaced, more than likely. 43% as well. A lot of parts are 43, but definitely, it looks like at least a couple of these pistons are going to have to be replaced. But what's the best? They're at 43%. Rod cap was anyway. And they were. We'll just take them all off. And obviously if they're not, excuse me, if they're not added onto the list, well then they will be going back on as is. We'll have to take off that bearing cap. So I have unlocked level 3 for parts unscrewing and screwing. So things will move along a little bit quicker. But I'm sure you can see at the moment the way it does more so show up with the wheel nuts, where it's a little bit stuttery. I missed a bearing cap there. A little bit stuttery with obviously each wheel having 5 wheel nuts on it. That it does kind of, you just saw it there with the second nut on that piston. It does just stutter a little bit. Did mention in a previous video, I'd say it's a little bit smoother on PS4 Pro and Xbox One X is, I think, is the higher performance Xbox One model. I'm not an Xbox player anymore, so I don't keep track of it. But obviously 100% better on PS4. Now a little bit unrealistic, but we'll take apart the transmission here. Should have done it before I took it out of bay, just so we can get that crankshaft out. And there we go. So just the bare block there. We'll take off the block just to see what the percentage on that is. That's at 43% as well. So let's head back over to the car and see exactly what's been added, if anything. So yeah, we've got a few bits added there. I'm going to assume that the rest is... Ooh, we got quite a lot there. Yeah, so I am going to assume that the rest is actually all suspension and stuff. So what I will do is I will cut the video here. I'll go and get all these parts and we'll be right back to reassemble the engine. I'll be right back in just a second. Okay, we're back, and what I decided to do was go over to the workbench and see what I could repair, and I just started spamming the X button, and I broke quite a few parts. I did manage to repair a few, but I broke quite a few. So what I decided to do was just quite simply give this guy a brand new engine. So part mounts, so you got a brand new engine. Oh, I have 2 engine blocks. Okay, I did buy one. I was losing track of what I bought. But yeah, I just decided to go ahead. Right, I'm going to give this guy full new parts all over. I won't worry about the flywheel and stuff and all the clutch plates. Won't worry about them yet. We'll just get the main block itself back together. But I thought, yeah, I'm a nice guy. I'll give him a new engine. I broke most of his parts, so nicest thing to do. I probably actually have a few parts in the warehouse that I didn't need to buy, but I thought I'll just, while I'm in the shop, I'll buy them, get them out of the way. And at least he has a fully functioning brand new engine, which will still somehow have 349,000 miles on it. But then again, I'm not supposed to be replacing absolutely every single part on it. So I'll probably be at a bit of a loss on this job, because I highly doubt you get paid for replacing parts. Excuse me. I feel it's still repeating on me a bit. I highly doubt that you get paid for replacing parts or buying brand new parts that you didn't need to. But at least if you sell the car, you get a little bit more money for it, I'd say. And I keep forgetting that oh, while we're tracking on it, might as well just put it in. Is that, yeah, the cursor just goes, it recenters itself over the screen. So while we're down here, we'll get the new oil filter in. And oil pan. And now we can turn the engine around again. And let's get to building the rest of it. So, where will we start? We might as well get the power steering pump on. Yeah, so there was a few parts I was able to repair back to 100%, even though they weren't showing up on the list. So I did just spam the X button to see what I could repair and what I took off the car. It's these bits that I hate, these fiddly little bits, the likes of the spark plugs. Just trying to line them up. As I say, if I had mouse and keyboard, that would be a lot easier. While we're here, we might as well just, although it just kind of looks like it's floating in midair, we'll put the fuel filter on. Camshafts. And then over to the other side. Still laughing to myself in my head as well about I was trying to install install the engine earlier rather than take it out. And only for I copped it after a couple of parts. I was potentially going to be taking a lot of parts out before. Oh, I didn't get new timing belts. Right, let's just get those real quick. No point in having some parts not brand new. So 2 timing belts. Might as well have everything. Oh, V8 I bought just regular. Timing belt V8. Where are you? There we are. I'm gonna go 2 across. I'll stick those regulars into the warehouse after this. Okay, let's get this head on. I'm not sure if I actually have the screwing and unscrewing fully maxed out. I think there's another level to go. But otherwise, at least we have got a decent pace for getting those bolts in. And I must have actually been able to repair. Yeah, I have 3 brand new camshafts that can go into the warehouse now as well. I didn't bother to have a look through the inventory to see what parts I was successful at repairing. Brand new fuel rails. Get that timing cover back on. So I say this guy's going to be fairly chuffed when he comes in. As he is a brand spanking new shining V8 sitting underneath the hood, or as we say here in Ireland, the bonnet of his M3. Come on we go. There we go. Okay, that's that side. Let's get that manifold back on. I was as well, for in the background, going to have the in-game radio on. But just for safety, I wasn't sure whether or not maybe it might pick up a copyright strike. I decided to leave that off, so I might try and find out if there's potential for that to happen. And if not, well then we can have a little bit of music on in the background. Excuse me. Do apologise, this food is just repeating so bad on me right now. Okay, so that is there done. Just trying to get all these rollers on. What I might do as well is, after finishing recording this video and while I'm editing it together, I might decide whether or not it could be better to do a little bit of a time lapse maybe of me putting parts on or taking them off. Okay, I didn't actually buy what is that? That is idler roller B. So we have one. Let me see, how many have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 there. Let me see. There's a B. So that's 2, 3, and I think the one that goes in around about here is an A. So let me just get 3 idler roller Bs. So 3 of them. Again, might as well have everything nice and shiny, seeing as how I wrecked half the engine. But yeah, whether it might be better to do a bit of a time lapse. It's just trying to find as well a nice speed to put it at where it wouldn't be flashing in and out of menus and stuff as I'm reassembling parts like the engines and stuff. Okay, belt tensioner. Serpentine belt, and is it an A? I'm pretty sure I have one extra A rolling arm left over. I was about to say rolling over, but otherwise I think we are done. So we'll leave the engine there for now. What we're going to do is we're going to take her back down, and I have a brand new gearbox and exhaust system ready to go in as well. But what we might as well do is give them a full brand new engine. What I want to do is, as you can see, there is the whole list of all the parts that I went and bought there a second ago. So I'm going to clear off this. And what we'll do is we will give them brand new everything. So we'll add on the brake servo. Take that off, 43% ABS module. No, I don't want to go into the shop. Press square by mistake there. And I'm in a brand new ABS pump. Again, I need to track onto the parts as I'm doing them. Obviously we can't do it with the suspension and stuff from up here. Brand new air filter he's going to need. So I'll just add that on. Might as well give him a new cover, the whole lot. This is one lucky guy. Clips. Now what are the clips like? The clips are 43. I'll get some new clips as well. I'll just take them off for now. I'll tell you what, actually what we'll do is just go clip one, track onto it. Just because I will forget them. So that is 3 and 4. 4 brand new clip A's. Although I know there's 4, I don't know why I needed to add it 4 times. Did I add the cover in? I did. Don't like forgetting things. Brand new air filter. Although if I'm getting the cover, I'm gonna need the filter itself. Okay. So radiator fan housing B. Gonna need the 2 fans for that. We'll add them manually in a second. So fan housing B and fan 1 and 2 for that. Radiator A we'll just add on. And sure, why not? We might as well give them a new battery as well. And that will be a brand spanking new. Bear with me 2 seconds. Alright. Just checking my phone there. It's flashing at me. Absolutely everything brand spanking new in that engine bay. So let's head into the shop. Just open up the list. So brake servo. One brake servo. ABS. So one ABS module, one ABS pump. Air filter. So I'll just type in air. So one brand new air filter. Which one are we going for? Air filter base. And where is the cover? There's the cover. Right, clip A. So 4 clip A's. Obviously, as you can see, the on-screen keyboard does not show up as I'm recording directly on the PS4. I don't have an external capture card. Radiator. Radiator, there we go. So radiator A, fan housing B. Fan housing B, fan 1, and fan housing B, fan 2. Managed to remember them, and just a new battery. Okay, let's get this guy's engine bay back together, and I wasn't meant to come out of the car. I forgot that I was in it. So ABS, might as well get that done. Really costing me a fair few quid. I think I was about 156,000 before starting any work in the car. Dropped down to 140,000 now, so let's see what he pays at the end. New air filter. Oh, I didn't track across to it. There we go, that's a bit better. And now these messy little clips again. This is where a mouse and keyboard comes in a lot handier than a controller. Just for getting these niggly little things. And these are some of the items as well, these clips that you could be putting on or need to put on, and you completely forget about them. Alright, it's time to drop the engine back in, I think. But yeah, you completely forget about them. And it's only when you go to finish the job that it tells you you're missing clip A, and then you have to go and search. So that is a brand new engine all the way through. Absolutely everything is brand spanking new. So let's have a little quick look. I don't think you can complain about that. And we'll just have to hope that we get a little bit of extra money out of them. So let's get the exhaust system and all back in. Brand new, as I said, gearbox, transmission, the whole lot. So it's almost going to be an episode of Pimp My Ride or something like that here. Or what was the... oh, there was another show I used to watch years ago. What was it called? Oh, it'll come back to me. Front exhaust. Get you in. Oh, actually I didn't buy the exhausts. Hold on. So front exhaust pipe V8A. So let's go across to exhaust. Front exhaust pipe V8A. Where are you? There we go. So two of them. Giving him everything else brand new, he might as well have a brand new everything underneath, including the exhaust. Right, back to install. Pretty sure I bought catalytic converters and middle mufflers and stuff. We shall find out now in a second. Did indeed. I'm on track. There we go. There we are. I'll spin around. Those rear mufflers. Did I buy the rear mufflers? I did not. Right, so rear muffler VA. Let me just save scrolling through. Rear muffler VA. Two of you. Oh, okay, did I buy V8 or what did I buy there? What did I buy? Rear muffler V8. Did I buy them? What did I buy? Oh, rear muffler B. Sorry, there we go. Two. Nope, needed one. I only needed one. I bought two of the B. That's where I went wrong there. My mistake. Not paying attention. Okay, fully functioning. I suppose I might as well buy him a new fuel tank and fuel pump. No harm. Again, as I've said a couple of times already, everything else is brand new. Certainly wouldn't be doing it if I was a real mechanic. I would be at a major loss. Certainly won't be doing this for every single car as well. Alright, so So that should be pretty much it for all of there. Majority of stuff he did not want done. But now what we're going to do is I'm going to cut really quickly. Just clear off that list. Yeah, I'm going to cut really quickly even. Just clear out all this stuff. And we'll be right back to do a little bit of work on the suspension and stuff. So I'll be back in just a second. And actually I'm just forgetting. I forgot to put in his gearbox. Might as well just get that in really quickly. And then we will start work on the suspension. So thankfully I do have fairly fast screwing and unscrewing. Plus also we actually do need to get that starter back on. And I must remember to put oil in the engine as well. Regularly I forget to do. Oh, I need to put the throttle on. So presumably need to do that from the engine bay. Strap it down really quickly. And then I'll tell you what I will do is I will just strip everything, or I will just buy everything for suspension and stuff. And what am I looking for? Throttle. No items to work with. Oh, I didn't buy a throttle. Throttle VA. Throttle V8. There we go. No parts to work with. What? Throttle V8. What one did I just buy? Throttle B. Again, I'm buying the wrong one. Throw it in the warehouse. It'll come in handy at some stage. There we go. Okay, that should be the engine fully back together. And before we forget, might as well just put the oil in. And as I was saying, yeah, what I'll do is I'll just go and buy everything that's needed and have them ready. Come back, strip them all out and put in the new parts. So there's the oil. And I think we can now, I was about to say close down the hood, excuse me, or close down the bonnet, but we don't actually have one. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, cut here, buy everything, and be right back. Uninstall, reinstall. Talk to you in just a second. Okay, so here we are back, and you will notice straight away that the body has been stripped down as well, taken all the parts off. I've gone ahead and bought all that stuff as well. There's only a few parts that are actually needing to be replaced, but again, might as well just replace the whole lot. I'm giving them everything else new. The only thing that I wish I did actually have unlocked at the moment was the paint shop, so I could get it all the one color. So it's going to be a bit two-tony. But right now, what we're going to do, we're going to strip everything off, and we are going to reinstall everything brand new. So I've gone ahead and also gotten brand new wheels and gotten them all balanced and stuff ready to go. So they just need to be put on. It's just a matter of just taking everything apart. And when I say everything, I mean everything. One thing that I did forget to buy, which before I forget it, I will actually do right now. So I need to come back into parts. I probably do have a few in the warehouse, but I'm gonna get, not sure how many I'll need. Get 10. Alright, we'll do 10 for now. I'll do this. We'll do about, I might as well have them in stock. I'll get 10 small as well. Completely forgot about the rubber bushings. So yeah, just take everything off that no longer needs to be on the car, even if it needed to be replaced or not. It started out with just fully replacing the engine, but of course, as said earlier, I did break a few parts, and I just decided, sure, why not, I'll give them a brand new engine. And now it's stretched over into steering, suspension, the whole lot. So I think, yeah, we're done on that side. Let's get everything off here. We'll work on the front end first. I know I'm going to need to take the drive shaft back off when working on the back. Another tie rod. And actually just one thing that I will need to do as well, just before I forget, I'll take out the steering rack. Yeah, the front shock absorbers. Need to take off that tie end, or end link. Yeah, I just need to assemble the two new shocks. So we'll just get these last few bits taken off. I think it's just... oh, I've got to take out each individual rubber bushing. Should have one just here. Let's just put ourselves across. Yeah, so what I'll do is, as soon as we get this last rubber bushing out and we get the cross member out, I will go ahead and just really quickly just put those together. Should only just take a second. Come on. Alright, that's one. And there's two. Now just slap everything on and head down to the back end. And then just put the body back together. Yeah, I'll start on this side. Just put the body back together and see how much of a loss I'm at. After doing all of this. I think the next time that this much work will be getting done on a car will be when I am actually restoring a car. So restoring a wreck that I bought from the junkyard or something. That'll be the next time that I do something like this. So that'll probably be a while away. So get that on while we're here, and we'll get the rest of the arms in. But I do actually have a car sitting in parking, ready to go, fastback, as the first restoration project. Although I suppose you could technically call this the first restoration project. Unintentional, but still getting done nonetheless. Wasn't meant to zoom in on that there. Let's pan me around. Where's that end link? There we go. So apart from brakes and wheel and the hub and stuff, that is pretty much it this side. So let's get these in really quickly. Get that hub bearing in. And I suppose it wouldn't hurt to put in the hubcap. There we go. So yeah, this guy is going to come back to the garage. Expect to see only the parts that he asked for. And where are my wheels? I balanced all my wheels. Hold on. Rim Classic 02 I bought by mistake. No, sorry, Rim Classic 02. I bought 06. They should go on though, shouldn't they? Oh, there they are. Maybe if I just scroll across. There we go. So got brand new wheels. No, it was 02 that I bought, yeah. For some reason it was showing one of the older ones up first, which I wasn't expecting. Now, am I forgetting any rubber bushings? Did I do the rubber bushings on the other side of the cross member? I must have done. I've only got a couple left. So we're going to have to buy some more, obviously, for the back end. Yeah, because a few of them do actually automatically go in with the suspension arms. Yeah, there. That's 5 bar end link. So is that pretty much am I missing? Oh, tie rod. Forgetting all about the tie rods. It'd be interesting to see once this is finished. Is there something missing? Knowing the luck I have, there will be, and it'll be something that needs a load of stuff. Oh, okay, we need to get a new hub bearing. Let's get that really quickly. Hub. So, new hub bearing. Thought I bought enough of them. Come on, there we go. New brake disc, and again, might as well get the hubcap in, and need to get one of them. At least I was right on that page. Go, new pads, another new caliper. And yeah, for some reason it's showing the older ones first. Well, that should be it now for the front end. Yeah, so really quickly, before I forget, we'll just take off the drive shaft again. So I will need to take that off. Either way. And now we can start work on this end. Stripping it right down. Sometimes it lets you, it automatically unbolts or bolts when you just hold. Other times it doesn't, you have to repress X. So what is next? Oh yeah, I gotta take out the, oh yeah, so I'm gonna need to buy some more rubber bushings. So I get about another, might as well just get another full 10. No harm. Any that I have left over, just throw them in the warehouse. Right, take out that rear shock. This arm off. And I'm just while doing this, just trying to think, did I forget to put anything in on the front end? Take the cap off first, that would help. And then spring, and go. Okay, should be able to get this off now. Oh, no, little small rubber bushing in here. And that should be, I suppose, while we're here. Yeah, so definitely just gonna buy the full 10 rubber bushings again. But I'm gonna just whip across to this side, get all this off. As you can see there now, I held X to initiate the uninstall, and it automatically undid all the wheel nuts. But when installing, now there it's not doing it though with the caliper. Okay, yes, we got the rubber bushing here, so we'll just get everything taken off, and I'll just go and buy all those bushings real quick. So what we take next is shock, and go around this side, get that end link off. Should be able to get the sway bar out then. There we go. Reach around and take that one. Over here, get tracked onto it, might as well take that bushing off. It's gonna come off anyway. And I think this is the last bushing then. Oh, sorry, well no, there's one small bushing on the knuckle housing. That needs to come off as well. There it is. And I think we are now going to take that off. Right, so what we'll do, just really quickly, as I said, just get those new rubber bushings. Just have them there. Spending quite a lot on this car. No need to, but it's been done now. And let's get putting it back together. I say it will be interesting to see how much. Now what I'm going to do as well, really quick, because I will forget them, let's put these rubber bushings in. So I'll just fly across. Actually, I can get it from here. Can I get the other one? Just very carefully. There we go. Right, so that's all the rubber bushings on the cross member done. Let's put the sway bar in. And where are we going next? Might as well get the housing in. Now we can work away. Get the shock in. We'll just get that small rubber bushing in there. Keep stumbling whenever I'm trying to say rubber bushing, because I'm saying it that many times now. Okay, and yeah, might as well get the spring cap in. Rear spring. Shock absorber cap. There's one end link for the sway bar. And do need to remember as well, I have got, well, I'll still have to put it in actually, is this suspension arm. Just have to put that rubber bushing in there again. It is one of the little things you can't forget. You just don't notice it, and then you go to finish the order and it tells you that you're missing a single rubber bushing. Or sometimes it'll tell you that you're missing a single rubber bushing, and it might be more than one. But otherwise, I think apart from getting the hub and stuff back on, we are done on this side. So let's get that there we are. So we need 2 hub bearings. Okay, I must not have bought any of them. I actually thought that I did. So 2 hub bearings. And that, I think now we should have everything needed, and I was not meant to do that. Where am I locked onto? Automatically locked onto something behind there. Let's get that rear drive axle in. What, next brake disc. Pads. Caliper. Wheel, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that is everything done this side. Everything looks good. Well, actually what we can do really quickly, just get that drive shaft back on. And let's head across, get this knuckle housing on. And might as well start down here. But I don't know why, I think I'm going to need to buy some more bushings again. But we shall see. No, I think we'd be okay. End link in. Upper arm. Yeah, I think, no, we should be okay for bushings now at this stage. Yeah, small bushing down here. And yeah, I think, oh, a spring. No, I pressed for the spring, but it wasn't highlighting. There we go. Okay, I think we're done in there now. So let's get that hub on. Rear drive axle. And then just get the brakes themselves back on the discs, or the disc should I say. Plenty of brake discs or pads left over. And the wheel, nope, that's the wrong one. Don't know why it's putting the older ones first, but that should be it. Now it should be just a case of putting the body back together. So I'll tell you what, I'll drop it right down to the ground. Might as well. This can bugger off back over to where it belongs. And let's start assembling. So brand new hood, as I say, everything is going to be multicolored, unfortunately. Do have to get to, I think it's level 30 to unlock the paint shop. But I wasn't going to keep the car sitting around for that length of time. I bought windows, didn't need to. Might as well close the hood down, which we can't do in this view. Didn't buy any interior. Actually, I don't think I can buy interior yet. And yeah, it put me out of assemble mode. So yeah, it's looking like, yeah, there were some parts that I did buy that I didn't need to buy, but we won't worry too much about that. But I spent, if I remember correctly, it was, did have about 156,000 before starting work on this car, down to 126. I spent about 30 grand on it. I think that's everywhere. Did I put the windows in the side? I did. Okay. That should be, I say again, just a shame that I can't get the car painted to be all the one colour. But let's have a little look at the checklist. See, everything mechanically is done anyway. And bodywork is all done. Now it's saying money spent 4,906. I spent quite a bit more than that. I spent more than what I'm gonna get, which is 10,065. So at a loss of about 20 grand. Thereabouts anyway. Oh, did I actually put on front plate? Actually, I did not. Won't let me finish the order without that. So yeah, I had a bit of a loss, and it's all down to my own fault with breaking a few parts on the engine, and then everything just snowballing. Me deciding to rebuild the engine completely brand new, and then I just thought, ah, sure, why not? We'll do the whole car. But let's get the order done. Got a decent bit of XP there as well, I think, anyway, but I think that will do it for today. I hope you have enjoyed the video working away on this M3. Not the work that was supposed to be done, completely unintentional, as I have mentioned quite a number of times. But if you did enjoy it anyway, make sure to drop it a like, and if you're only new to the channel, make sure to subscribe if you wish to, and click that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all future uploads from myself. And until the next one, which should be alternating back over to the Golf Club 2019, take care, have yourselves a good one, and bye for now.